Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently, let's see what time it is. Alex is texting me. Hold on just a second. It is currently 6:53 p.m. It's actually rather warm out today. It's been nice all day today. Let's see what the temperature is. The temperature is currently, it says it's 77 degrees outside. I saw my neighbor coming back from the pool, so I figured it was a little bit warmer than it's been the last couple days. I don't actually think it was supposed to be 77 today. I think it was supposed to be like, did I say like in the low 70s? I've been reading the weather. Well, I guess I didn't read the weather yesterday, because I didn't vlog yesterday, so I had no idea that it was going to be like this. Where is this coming? It's showing this storm front. Hold on. How do I get off? I am so confused. How do I get off of this? Okay. Tomorrow it's supposed to be, 88 tomorrow, and then 80 on Friday, 84 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday, and then 81, 83, 82, 81. So we are back in the 80s. I have my Reed's Real Ginger Ale right here. I had a Diet Coke earlier on the way to my hair appointment, and then I had some iced coffee when I got back, so I've had enough caffeine for today. I don't need any more caffeine, so I'm going to have my Reed's Real Ginger Ale. This is so delicious if you're a ginger ale fan. It says crisp, classic, and clean. I would highly, highly recommend this. This is like probably the best ginger ale I've ever had, in all honesty. So I was asking Alex, he was texting me because I was asking him, I'm going to make a piata order here at about a half an hour of vlogging. Because I didn't vlog yesterday, so I'm going to try to vlog a little bit longer today, not just a half an hour, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. We'll see, but at like a half an hour of vlogging, I'm going to make a piata order. And so I was asking him if he wanted anything, and he was like, yeah, sure. And he asked me for, he's texting me. He wants regular marinara pasta with meatballs and a piata pepperoni stick, because they have these like breadsticks. Maybe I haven't had breadsticks in forever. Maybe I should get one. Because the last time that he got one, they looked really good, but they looked greasy to me, and I thought, I don't know. And then I said, well, what sauce do you want with the stick? Because the last time I ordered marinara for the stick, because he typically always wants marinara. And after I ordered it, he texted me like 2 seconds after I ordered it, and he asked for ranch. And so I said, what sauce do you want with the stick? And he said, change, please. And I said, huh? I don't know what that means. And he said, ranch, please. So I'm going to say, okay, gotcha. He's upstairs looking at TikToks with Boo Radley and relaxing. And I am getting, let me pull you guys in closer. I'm getting started vlogging really, really late because, so I got up today at about 10 something and started getting ready. And then I called my Uber to go to my hair appointment. I went to my hair appointment, which was at noon. And then I got back from my hair appointment at about 1:30, I think. Do we like my hair? She said, just keeping it a little bit longer, right? And I said, well, I want it short for summer. And she's like, now, if I cut it real short, you're going to say you wish you had left it a little bit longer. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So let's just let's just trim it up a little bit. So she just trimmed it up a little bit for me, but I think it looks nice. Anyway, so I got back from my hair appointment about 1:30, and then I sat out here and drank iced coffee and just kind of relaxed, and I was watching my neighbor across the street. She now has pink flamingo lights that she put up like in a square, which will be really pretty tonight when I'm sitting out here watching my TV shows. I get to watch the lights light up. I don't think they're solar lights. I think they're like plugged in lights. And, but the flamingos are like this big. So it's going to be funny. I think she's kind of doing it a little bit to irritate the one neighbor that doesn't love the pink flamingos. They're cute though. I think they're real cute. And she got a kick out of it. I said, I love your pink flamingos. And so anyway, I was talking to friends on the phone, and I was just kind of relaxing and stuff. And in all honesty, I wasn't even sure if I was going to make any other videos besides, there's a bug on my camera. I wasn't sure if I was going to make any other videos besides my vlog today, because I just was so relaxed and just so like peaceful. I haven't been sleeping great like the last 2 nights, and so I wasn't, I thought, well, maybe I'll take like a nap this afternoon or something like that. But then I kind of got the bug to start filming some videos. So I filmed a drama video, and then I filmed a Peterisms video because somebody had reached out to me and asked me for some advice about, they were asking me the process of amends. And so, and I love talking about recovery. So I asked them if I could do a Peterisms video about it instead of just responding to them like in a message, because I thought it would be easier just to like get on video and talk. And they were like, yeah, that would mean a lot. I'd appreciate it. And so I made the Peterisms video talking about amends and the process from our point of view of doing amends and also accepting amends. And because they were asking, like, do you have to accept amends? Like, do you have to sit down with that person and listen to it? If you don't, what happens? Things like that, which were all great questions, I think. So I made it was like a 25-minute video about amends, and I just love talking about, I'm so passionate about recovery, and I love talking anything about it. So I did that, and then I filmed a Peter Does Stuff video because most of the packets for the water talk that so I've been on this water talk trend, right? If you watch my Peter Does Stuff channel, you'll know I've been making all these water talks and stuff, and people seem to really enjoy them. They've been getting a little bit more views than most of my videos over there. So I was on Amazon the other night, and I was like, I'm gonna order a bunch of these different packets of like different flavors of water. I haven't been getting real healthy ones. Well, they're all, most of them are all sugar-free, and then if they have calories, they're like 5 calories or 10 calories. I don't know how much is this? How many calories is this? Ooh, 140 calories. So it's a lot better. The water talk is a lot better than the ginger ale. But anyway, oh, it's so delicious. So I ordered a bunch of these water packets, and they came from Amazon today. So I was like, I'm gonna make this video. So I just did it like a haul video, and I showed my new pair of Birkenstocks over there, and I showed this Sunbum face spray. I have my screen on auto lock never, so that I need to turn that off. So anyway, I do that while I'm filming videos so that I can pull up the receipts, Whitney, that I'm looking at. So I need to turn that off so that my phone doesn't run out of battery. It's always interesting to me when people, because throughout the day, like I'm on my phone a lot, like especially because I upload videos. I try to plug in my phone when I'm uploading videos. But it's always interesting to me when people run out of like battery on their phone, because as much as I'm on my phone, you would think like throughout the day, you would think that I would run out of battery, but I almost never run out of battery. I'm always like between like 60 and 70%. But anyway, so I did a haul video over there showing the TikTok water packets that I bought from Amazon, and then I showed my new pair of Birkenstocks and the Sunbum face spray that I got that I absolutely loved. I tried it on video, and I was like, let's see what I think of this, and I love it. It's so great. I was actually just telling Alex about it. Yeah, and then he came home, and we're just relaxing tonight. Tomorrow night's our date night, so I don't know what he has planned. I don't know when the date's going to be or anything like that. I think he's going to surprise me. So tomorrow I've got to get done early with some of my stuff so I can get dressed nice and do my hair and be date ready for our date, which I'm real excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow's our first date. Actually, you know what? It's so funny because I was telling people, well, I was telling you guys, people, that I have to do the next one, and that's going to be when we're on vacation. And Alex was like, yeah, you can do this and you can do that. Well, our dates are always on Thursdays. But that's actually my birthday. 2 weeks from tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm not planning our date on my birthday. So I'm gonna say to him that we're gonna do the date the week after we get back. Oh, Nikki just texted me, Nikki from the book club, and she said, a little tip, I'm watching your review. This is my Peter Does Stuff channel, the stuff that I have a spot. The root beer packets taste better with sparkling water, and it's really cold. So I'll try that. And tell her I'm vlogging. I told her I just read her text out loud. Hope she doesn't care. So our date night is tomorrow night. So tonight I think we're just gonna relax and like eat some piata, and we'll probably watch Real Housewives of Orange County. I think it's on tonight. And then the other night, she said, no problem, I'm an open book. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna say literally. So the other night, okay, so last night was Tuesday. The reason I didn't vlog last night was I filmed videos on all of my channels except for this channel last night, which I had every intention of doing. But I was like making thumbnails and posting videos and getting them up and all this kind of stuff. And I wanted to have all that stuff done by the time that I left. And Tanya has, like, we've been getting to the meeting like right on time or like a minute or two late. And she's like, I miss getting to the meeting like 10 or 15 minutes early so we can, like, you know, talk to people and whatever. And I was like, okay. So I told Alex last night, I said, we have to leave, like, you know, like right at 7 o'clock so I can get there at 7:15. And he was, I mean, he could care less. He just comes home and lays in bed until I'm ready to go. And then he takes me over there, which is so sweet. And so it was about 6 o'clock when I got around to having an opportunity to vlog. And I thought, okay, if I vlog, I'm not going to be able to take a shower. I'm not going to be able to get ready. I'm not going to be able to, like, you know, do everything I want to do. And I'm going to feel rushed because I'm going to be uploading the vlog and then I'm going to be, you know, rendering the vlog and then uploading it and whatever. And so I was like, just take your time, get ready, get relaxed to enjoy your meeting with Tanya. And then when you come home, if you don't get home too late, you can vlog when you come home for like a half an hour or something, and then you'll still have your vlog up, right? Because I was going to vlog and then like upload it on my phone. Well, I got home last night. We actually stayed and talked to people for a long time afterwards, so I didn't get home until 10 or 10:30 last night. I don't know what time it was, but it was like after 10, I think. And I was so hungry, first of all. I just wanted to eat my leftover piata. Piata. I just wanted to eat my leftover piata, and I wanted to watch some TV, and I just wanted to relax, and I was tired. And it was cold outside last night, so I don't love filming vlogs outside. I've done it, you know, I did it like recently, like 2 weeks ago, because I just felt like the urge late at night to vlog one night, but the lighting is not great out here at night. And I know a lot of people don't watch the vlogs, they just listen to them, but I was like, oh, the lighting's gonna be bad, and it's cold outside, I'm gonna have to wear a coat, and all this kind of stuff, so I was just like, because Alex was relaxing in bed, so I wasn't gonna vlog inside, so I just was like, you know what, I haven't skipped a day vlogging for quite some time. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm just gonna skip last night. So that's why I skipped last night. But I had all intention of vlogging yesterday, just my time got away from me. But we got to Tanya's like right at 7:15 last night. She and I went to Starbucks and we got coffee. I took a picture of us in the drive-thru at Starbucks, and I was real excited because I bought like all these clothes, you know, that I haven't been able to wear for years and years and years are fitting now. And I bought this, it's kind of like a thermal shirt. It's like a mix between like a thermal shirt and like a crew sweatshirt, but it's like tie-dye and it's Ralph Lauren and it's real cute. And although everybody thought like I was wearing it for Pride Day because it's like all like the rainbow colors, which it could be that too, but that wasn't why I was wearing it. But I love anything tie-dye, obviously. This is another shirt. I think I got this at the Meijer like several years ago, and it was like skin tight on me forever. Now it's baggy. And I'm loving that these clothes are like fitting on me now. Like I'm starting to kind of like get excited now about all the clothes that are fitting me, you know, and I'm not as upset about the clothes that I'm having to give away and bag up and stuff like that. But so I got to wear this sweatshirt last night, and which I got like 0 compliments on it. I thought it looked super cute, but usually when I like, because I try to dress a little bit nice for my meetings and stuff, you know, usually people are like, oh, you look so cute, look so nice. Well, that's not true. Like one woman afterwards, she was introducing me to a new woman that I was our meeting last night. She was at the meeting for the first time, and she was like, and this is Peter, and she was like, and he always looks so cute, and he always smells so good. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And she's like, what do you have on tonight? And I had Louis Vuitton Cactus Garden on. And actually the reason that I wore it was because that was like one of Alex's favorite scents. So I wore it for him last night because I like to smell good for my husband, you know. But anyway, we had a really great time at the meeting. There were a lot of my friends that I hadn't seen in a long time, which was really fun. There were a couple new people there, which was nice too. And I saw an old friend of mine that I literally had not seen in like 15 years and had gone back out, and like I think probably 6 or 9 months ago it started coming back into meetings again. And like our home group used to be his home group back in the day, and he came when Tanya was out of town, and we weren't there that week, and then he was there last night, and it was so good to see him. It was so nice. And you talk about the miracles of recovery, you know, just to see him standing there and doing so well. And I mean, it was literally, like Tanya and I were talking about, it was the highlight. It was the epitome of the highlight of the meeting, seeing him, you know. And you know, you never know, like, even though you reach out to people and you stop hearing from them after a while and whatever, you know, and their lives change, and even if they don't go back out to start using again, a lot of people stop going to meetings, and, you know, even though they're not using maybe, but it was so good to see him, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, you know. It just gives you such hope and inspiration that, and there being a lot of new people there last night was really nice too. I love seeing new people in meetings because it's just so inspiring to see that there are still people getting sober every single day, and knowing that other people can do it too, you know, is really a cool thing. So anyway, so we did that, and then on the way home, Tanya Jean wanted to get a fountain pop and some crackers, so she stopped at the gas station. I haven't been getting fountain pops when we stop, because I haven't really been drinking that much soda. Now I had a Diet Coke today, and I'm drinking a ginger ale. Do we call ginger ale soda? Would you count that soda? I don't know. In the hospital, Shasta is what it is. But so, oh my God, that is so good. You want to talk about, it says on here, crisp, classic, and clean, and that is exactly what it tastes like. Crisp, classic, and clean. Although the last couple nights when I've been, I say I haven't been drinking a lot of soda, but the last, well, I wouldn't say the last couple nights, like every other night when I have been eating my piata, on the nights that Alex and I have been watching TV together because he has a Coke with dinner, I have been drinking the stevia cream soda that I was going to box up and I was going to give to him to take to work. But the cream soda is the one that I can kind of handle, and so I had one the other night, and then I had one the other, I had like 2 this week. But I need to box all that stuff up so he can take it to work. So tomorrow we have our date, and then also tomorrow afternoon, Alex scheduled a vet appointment for Boo Radley. We need to get some blood work done on him just to make sure that everything's going okay and check him out. We get blood work done on him like 2 or 3 times a year. He had his annual checkup, well, I don't know, it was about a month ago or something. He got his shots and everything like that. And so this is just some blood work that we have to do, not like, other than the little fatty tissue that we can feel in him, like there's nothing that we see that we're aware of, but this is how we, you know, make sure that everything's okay. So, Tanya was telling me about a dog that she had at the kennel that was like 16 or something like that, and that she's had ever since it was a puppy, and I was like, oh God, I wish Boo Radley would make it to like 16, 17, or 18. Like, I just like that, I would love that so much, you know? The little guy is so, I mean, he just still acts like a puppy. He's like runs around out in the yard and runs after the bugs and sniffs the grass. And I mean, he just is like pop, 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 pop everywhere. And my neighbor across the street, she always says, Boo Radley, he acts like he's got springs on his feet. And he does. He just acts like such a little like puppy dog, you know. I will say he sleeps more now than he used to, but. So that was last night. And then last night, what did I watch on TV last night? Well, Alex was watching Gossip Girl, and so I watched while I was eating my dinner. I started watching the new Amy Schumer special on Netflix, but I wasn't really in the mood to watch like a stand-up comedy show. We had just seen her on Watch What Happens Live, so the other night after we watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, we watched, because Alex tapes all the Watch What Happens Lives, or record tapes. I always say tapes. He makes so much fun. He's like, on your VCR you tape it? He makes so much fun of me for that. He records on the DVR Watch What Happens Live. So we had Watch What Happens Live. The one right after Atlanta was Sheree and Portia Williams. It was actually a really good episode. And then we watched Amy Schumer was the guest on, and she and Andy are so funny together. Do you guys like Amy Schumer? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. I like Amy Schumer. Like, her jokes for me either like are so funny or they're a complete mess. But I will say that I love her show Life and Beth, which I think is on Hulu. And he asked her about it, and it's coming back in like December or January, she said. The second season of that, which I'm real excited about. So, yeah, so we watched that the other night. But anyway, so while I was eating, I started watching that. But I'm really trying to make it through Grace and Frankie, especially now knowing that this is the last season. And so I watched another episode of Grace and Frankie. Or maybe I just watched the end of the episode I was watching. I can't remember. But I've got like 5 episodes left. I need to just like bang it out and get it done. And then, because I wanted to go to bed early. Because I had a hair appointment this morning that I wanted to get up. And I wanted to get a bunch of stuff done early. Which is why I went to bed at like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I always do that to myself. So, what did I watch? I talked on the phone for a little bit. And then I watched something before I started. Oh, I watched High Desert, because High Desert came out at midnight. Did I watch High Desert first? I don't feel like it was that. He's in the kitchen. I don't feel like it was that late when I started watching TV. I feel like it was like, well, maybe it was, because I talked on the phone, and then I talked to Alex for a little bit before I went to bed, and then I ate my dinner, so maybe it was midnight. I don't know, but I watched High Desert. I kept on looking on Apple TV, and I was like, why is this episode out? Like, for some reason, I've got all of my days confused of what shows I'm watching. So Caroline had texted me on Monday and said that she started watching a show called The Crowded Room on Apple TV, and she was like, I'm really into it. I binge watched the first 3, because they put the first 3 episodes out. The next one comes out on Friday. And she was like, I watched the first 3 episodes. I'm really into it. It's based on a true story. I watched a documentary. I've like fallen down the rabbit hole. So I was like, oh God, okay, this is like, now I need a new show. So I'm excited about this. I've not started watching Jury Duty yet. I am going to do that. Maybe I'll do that tonight. So Monday night, I watched like an episode and a half of The Crowded Room, and then I can't remember what else I watched. Oh, I watched From, the newest episode from the season. From is so good. Tanya's like on the 3rd episode of this season. She's like, it's so scary, I can't watch it. I'm like, Tanya, it's not that scary. Like, most of it happens during the day. And she's like, it's so scary, I can't watch it unless Eric is at the house. And I'm like, Tanya, you're so silly. By the way, her leg is feeling much better. She's limping really hard on it, but her leg, she said it's feeling much better because she's been icing it a lot, which she says helps, and she's been elevating it and putting it up. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of your kind words about Tanya and her leg and stuff like that. And so many people were like, I hope she heals soon and stuff. So, what was I going to say? Oh, so I watched From. Something else I watched on Sunday, too. I can't remember. Oh, I know what I did on Sunday. Was it Monday or Sunday? What I did on Monday. I know what I did on Monday. I sat right here and I drank a cup of herbal tea and I listened to the last 2.5, 3 hours of How to Sell a Haunted House. I was like, I'm finishing this book. Like, I'm finishing this book, and I'm finishing this book tonight. And so I sat right here and I listened to the book. By the end, I was listening to it at 2 times 9 speed. And yes, I did retain all of the information about it because it's so bad I don't know how you wouldn't. I actually did an entire review over on my BookTube channel, so if you want to go hear the details of How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, go check it out. And then I started well, I ended up, so I had like 8 credits on Audible. You guys want to know all the books I bought? So I ended up using all of my credits on Audible. I went in and I bought all these books. Who is texting me? Oh, Nikki, with laughing emojis. That's what I have to say to you, Nikki. I'm just joking. Anyway, so I started listening to Swamp Spirits, which is the 23rd book in the Misfortune series by Jana DeLeon, and I'm like so excited. I'm like in a book that I love. So I bought, it came out, I think yesterday, the 25th book, the 24th book, which is called Clue Crew by Jana DeLeon. That's the 24th book in the series, and then the 25th book she published, but it hasn't come out on Audible yet. So I bought that. And then I bought the next book that I have to read in the Campers and Criminals series by Tani Kappas, called Hitches, Hideouts, and Homicide. And it's 4 hours and 13 minutes. And I thought, well, that would be a great book for me to read because I listen to all my books at minimum of 2 times speed. And so, because some of them are so slow when you listen to them at one time speed. So that'll only take me 2 hours to listen to. And then I listen to, okay, so Stacy, who watches my vlogs. Hey, Stacy, how are you? She watches my vlogs. And she's in the True Crime Book Club too, although she hasn't been able to attend the last couple live streams because she says she's so busy. Because she's so busy. No, I'm just joking with you. But anyway, I happened to be looking at my Goodreads because I put in that I had finished a book, and I noticed that I had gotten a message from her, which I hardly ever get messages on Goodreads, and when I do, I don't even notice it. So if you've messaged me on Goodreads, I may not have ever even read it. But I noticed, because it was like from Stacy, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this is Stacy from the book club. And it was Stacy from the book club. I think it was Stacy from the book club. It looks like her in the picture. So if I'm wrong and it's not you, Stacy, I apologize for calling you out. But she recommended these 2 cozy mystery series, and I looked them both up. One is called the Stony Brook series mystery, A Crafty Crime, a Stony Brook mystery. It's about like a woman that's a librarian, and she ends up, maybe I'm getting them both confused, I don't know, but she ends up like moving, it's all the same thing. They always move back to some hometown or whatever, but she starts like, I don't know what that one's about, but I think it's like she starts selling something. And then the other one, Steeped in Suspense, which is a totally different series. They're both by Erin Scott, E-R-Y-N, Scott. Is about somebody that inherits like a tea shop, and she doesn't know anything about a tea shop. Oh, no, okay, the first one's like a cozy mystery series about like, she gets accused of some, now I'm getting them both confused. But the other one, Steeped in Suspicion, is about a woman that like moves home, and like she's had this childhood ghost ever since she was like real young or something like that. So I got that one. And then I got Death at the Deep Dive and Lament at Loon Landing by Josh Lanyon, which are the next 2 books in the Buccaneer Bay series I love by Josh Lanyon. So I got those. And then I got Pretty Dead Queens by Alexa Dawn. I don't know anything about it. I just read it on there, and I was like, okay, this looks good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. I had 7 credits, I guess. So those are all the books that I... Oh, wait. Yeah, those are all the books that I bought. And then I put a bunch of books on my wish list, too. Do you guys want to know what those are? Okay, here, we'll go to my wish list. Because you listen to How to Sell a Haunted House, and then it tells you books are like How to Sell a Haunted House, we don't need that anymore because How to Sell a Haunted House sucked. From your wish list, Nothing More to Tell, which is a new book by Karen McManus that wrote One of Us is Lying. The Last Word by Taylor Adams that wrote No Exit that I loved, but I did not love her second book, which was called Hairpin Bridge. So that's on my list. The Agathas by Kathleen Glasgow and Liv Lavson. It's about like, it's supposed to be like these teenagers that are like detectives. It kind of reminds me of Truly Devious a little bit, but they're like supposed to be like Agatha Christie. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. So a lot of people tell me that they love Riley Sager. I have to tell you, I've read like 2 of Riley Sager's books, and I always feel like they're kind of missing the mark a little bit. Like, I feel like they take you so far, and then they kind of miss the mark a little bit. Every Last Fear by Alex Finley. The Night Shift by Alex Finley. I thought I had that already. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. A bunch of Tawny Kappas books. These are all on my... The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I don't know why that's on my wish list. But I've got all kinds of books on my wish list. Back in the day, Audible used to do this thing. I haven't gotten any emails about it in a long time, so I don't even know if they do it anymore. But they used to do this thing where, like, once a year, they would, like, somebody would win. Like, there was a contest, and if you had, like, a membership, you could, like, enter the contest. And then you won everything on your wish list. And I was like, oh my God. So I started adding stuff to my wish list left and right, thinking I was going to win. I didn't win. But anyway, so I sat, it looks like Janet Ivanovich has a new book out. I wonder if, what's her face? I wonder if Mel knows that, because Mel loves Janet Ivanovich. So I sat out here and I finished that horrible How to Sell a Haunted House. I'm so glad I'm done with it. It was so bad, but I'm glad that I can say that I read it and I didn't DNF it, because part of the reason, I didn't really even think about this until after all these different reasons why I gave that I wouldn't DNF it. But one of the reasons is that I've read most of Grady Hendrix's works. And so I want to be able to say that I've read this one too, no matter how bad it is, if that makes sense. I hope to God his next one is better than this, because this one was really bad. But, so I finished that, and then I was buying books, and then I started listening to Swamp Spirits. And I think I'm like 20 or 30 minutes into Swamp Spirits. It's like, it stopped. It's like 4 hours long, so I won't have that done. I'll have that gone, or I'll have that done in a couple days. And then I think I'm going to listen to the next Jana De Leon book that just came out, so I can just kind of keep that going. And then I think I'm going to listen to Shady Hollow. If I don't listen to Tanya Kappa's book first, it's like 4 hours long, which for me will be 2 hours. I might just listen to that, because that's like, I can do that like in a one and done, like sitting out here. And I love her cozy mysteries. Oh my God, her cozy mysteries are so good. Those are the cozy mysteries. It's called like Campers and Criminals, I think. It's Tanya Kappas, Cappes. And she's got tons of cozy mystery series. I mean, I bet she has like 20 or 30 series out. But this one, Criminals, I think it's called Campers and Criminals, is about this woman that was married to this rich guy in New York City, and then like he either dies or divorces her, and she gets this like RV park, camper park in Kentucky, which is like close to where she grew up. And so she moves there, and she thinks it's going to be like, kind of reminds me a little bit of Private Benjamin, when she thinks she's going to the army with like the pools and the spas and stuff. So she thinks she's like inheriting this, I guess campgrounds is what she inherits. She thinks she's inheriting this campground. It's like gorgeous, but she gets there and it's like, it hasn't been taken care of, and it's like rustic and all this kind of stuff. So she fixes it all up with the help of the woman that runs it, and like makes it new. But then there's always like some murder that occurs or something like that. I love them, and they're very, very short, and they're like the characters are just really like lovable and eccentric, and like each story is so good, and they kind of like go into each other. So I really love those. So I might read that one. I might read that one next, and then the Miss Fortune book, but I feel like I have been released from my reading slump. That should be my thumbnail, shouldn't it? I feel like I've been released from my reading slump. Getting out of that horrible How to Sell a Haunted House. I feel like a lot of the books that I pick for Peter's Book Club end up being books that I don't really want to read. But then I feel like I should read them because, well, Shady Hollow, I don't feel that way. Shady Hollow, I really want to read. But I feel like I pick these books, and then, like Daisy and the Six, I know like a lot of people love that book. It's like my least favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book ever. Like, I just didn't love it. And I almost DNF'd that a couple times, but I was like, no, you picked it for Peter's Book Club, so you got to finish it. You got to read this book and whatever, you know? So I was like, okay. So anyway, what was I going to say? Now I'm totally forgetting my thoughts. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so I finished that, and then that was when I started watching my show. So it took me like 2+ hours or something like that to finish that book, and then start watching my shows, which is why I was awake late the other night. And then like Monday night, I had a hard time falling asleep. Tuesday night, well, I really, okay, so I think I have it figured out. I think I have to drink the Sleepy Time tea, and I think it has to be over the span of like a half an hour, that I have to like sip it over half an hour, and then like sit there for like another 15 minutes and kind of like let it, because I get real calm after I drink that tea. And then I think I can take the melatonin, and then that helps me fall asleep. But it's the two together. If I just do the melatonin, I don't fall asleep. I don't know what it is about the melatonin with the Sleepy Time tea. But the other thing is the melatonin says it's supposed to help you like at about a half an hour, but that's not true. Like, it works for me at around like an hour and 15 minutes or something, and I literally just toss and turn because I'm waiting for it to like hit and for me to fall asleep, and it doesn't happen for me like that. So I don't know. So yeah. So that's that, and then, I don't think we really have, Alex has a dinner on Saturday night, that he's going out to dinner with some of his girlfriends. He was like, do you care? And I was like, no, go out to dinner, I could care less, have fun. So he's going out to dinner with his girlfriends on Saturday night, and I'll probably just sit here and watch movies or TV shows or something like that. I'm like, I was looking at my list last night, I'm like currently watching so many TV shows. I'm watching 11 TV shows. Okay, so Fear the Walking Dead, which I haven't watched in a long time. High Desert. I think next week or the week after has got to be the season finale of High Desert. Below Deck, Mediterranean, season 5. I just keep that on my list, but I haven't watched that, and I don't plan to. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, I gotta put on here Real Housewives of Orange County. Real Housewives of Orange County. Did you guys hear that Big Brother is not starting until like September this year? I feel like I have to make a commitment to watching that this year. I haven't watched... I feel like the last time I watched Big Brother like consistently was the celebrity one that had Davon and was Janelle on that one? I can't remember, but I feel like that was the last one that I watched consistently, and I feel like I should watch it consistently. So, Below Deck Mediterranean season 5, which, like, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna ever get back to that. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Orange County from season 2, which I think that also... I think this week was the 7th or 8th episode, so it either has like one more episode or it has like 2 more episodes. But you can tell it's getting to end. RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, that's on Fridays. Shiny Happy People about the Duggars and that IBLP religion. I'm kind of like not into that. I just, like I was telling Tanya, and she was like, and Tanya was like, well, it's really not about the Duggars, it's really more about that religion. And I said, did you enjoy it? And she said, well, I thought it was really interesting. I'm just not, like, really... I mean, I loved The Way Down. I thought The Way Down was a really interesting documentary, but I didn't know anything about that. I'm not, like, super interested in some of these religious documentaries. Caroline actually said that she was watching Hillsong on Hulu, and that she started it, and then she was like, I got, like, real bored of it. She was like... it was kind of like really far out there, and so she stopped watching it. So Shiny Happy People, which I'm probably going to finish, and then The Idol, which I think the next episode of The Idol is already out. Maybe we'll watch that tonight while we're eating. And then Jury Duty on Amazon. I looked it up. It's on Amazon or Amazon Prime. I haven't started watching that yet, so maybe I'll watch an episode of that tonight and see what I think. And then Grace and Frankie have 5 episodes left, and then The Crowded Room, which is on Apple, which I would highly recommend. So if you don't know what The Crowded Room is about, it's based on the true story of Billy Milligan, who is the guy that was convicted of all these crimes, and his defense was that he had 24 personalities. The show, like, the show is different than the real life story, because I was looking in the real life story. It's a lot different from that. Well, the personality part is the same, but, like, the crimes are different. I don't know why they did the crimes different in the show or whatever, but there's a guy that wrote a book several years ago. I think it was some Daniel Keyes or something like that. I don't know what his name was. But anyway, he wrote this book called The 24 Minds of, what's his name? Danny Milligan. I think it's what it's, The 24 Minds of Danny Milligan or something like that. Amanda Seyfried is in the show. She plays the police psychiatrist or something like that interviews him. What's interesting about the show is, and I went into it, and I kind of assumed by the title and also by the trailer that it had to do with, like, dissociative identity disorder, which they used to call multiple personality disorder, but now they call it dissociative identity disorder, which a lot of people don't believe in. I'm fascinated with it. I love to watch shows about it. It's very interesting to me. And so, what was I going to say? So, when you're watching the show, you kind of figure out, well, this was the thing. So Caroline said she had fallen down the rabbit hole. So then I, of course, look up the documentary, and I see the documentary is about this guy that was accused of these crimes and was convicted of these crimes. And they used an insanity plea of dissociative identity disorder and whatever. And so I kind of knew that that's what it was about going into it. But that wouldn't ruin it for you anyway, so I'm not ruining anything for you. But halfway through the second episode is when you kind of figure it out, and when you're watching it, it's so interesting because it's like, and I mean, I'm like, I just finished the 3rd episode last night, and you still don't know. Like, he has all these people surrounding him, like friends of his in high school, this girl that he dated, a roommate, a landlord, parents, a brother. Like, you don't know, like, who's real and who's not real. Like, you have no idea. And I think it's going to come out that like a lot of, because Amanda Seyfried says to him at some point, she's like, well, a lot of these people have gone missing. Like, where did they go? And so I think it's going to come out that like a lot of these people that he's interacted with in his life, like they were never real whatsoever. Like they were personalities, right? Or I guess alters is the word. Is that the appropriate word? I don't know what the appropriate word is to use. I watch a lot of documentaries about this, but they're like older documentaries, so I don't know the appropriate terms to use today. I do know that I think we use dissociative identity disorder today instead, right? But I don't know like the appropriate words to use, like alters, personalities, things like that. So if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section below. So yeah, but it's really a good show. It's really, really well done. Amanda Seyfried is in it, and then Tom Holland, who I think is the boyfriend of Zendaya. Although I looked him up, and it said, there was like this thing that said, is Zendaya like engaged to Tom Holland, or is Tom Holland engaged to Zendaya? And like it was like from 5 days ago, and like she had like denied his proposal or something. So I don't know what that's about, but I don't know much about him. Apparently he was in a bunch of Spider-Man movies or something like that. He's like, it was saying that like in the UK, he's like one of the most like popular actors of his time or something. I don't really know that much about Tom Holland, but anyway, he's fantastic in the show. He's really good. And the whole show takes place like during the late 70s, which I love, like era pieces like from the 70s and the 80s anyway. Like that's kind of the time period that I love to like watch certain shows like Candy and Love and Death. That was about the Candy Montgomery story. I'm gonna order our food really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was looking at my order and I was like, something is not right about this. And I kept on looking. It was the sticks that I was ordering because Alex wanted one of these pepperoni piata sticks, which is like a breadstick. It's like this big. And it has pepperoni in it. And the last time that he got it, did I say this earlier? I didn't even catch it. I was like, oh, that looks really good. Like I want to try that, right? Just thinking that it was like a regular breadstick. So I ordered him one, but I wanted like ranch too. So I went in, like I ordered it twice, like so I could each get ranch. And I was like looking at the order like before I like finalized it, and I was like, something doesn't look right about this. Like I can't figure it out. And I kept on looking like at that stick because I knew it was about the stick. Like, and I kept on looking at it. I'm just like, okay, is it that I should get more of them? Should I get us each two? Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. And then I was like, it's a pepperoni piata stick. You don't eat meat. So I went in and there's like a cheese stick that they have. So I ordered him one and then I got the cheese stick for myself. I would have been so pissed if it would have come and I would have gotten a pepperoni stick for myself. I would have been like, God, I wanted to try one of these breadsticks because I haven't tried one. Maybe a long time ago I did. I don't know. When Alex first started going to Piata, way back in the day, because it was close to where he worked, one day I met him there for lunch, I think. Or I picked him up there, like, I picked him up and, like, we went and had lunch there or something like that. And, I remember, like, he just, like, sneezed really loud. Bless you! I remember I did not like Piata. And when you go in there, it's totally different. Like, when you order it on the screen, it's so easy. Like, I have to say, it's easier ordering it on DoorDash than it is to actually go in there in person. When you go in there in person, like, it's very much kind of like Chipotle. Like, they're standing there in a row, and then you tell them what you want, like a sandwich, which is called a piata. P-I-A-D-A. Like, you go in there and say, like, I want a piata, or you want a salad, or you want a pasta bowl, and then it's either penne pasta or spaghetti. The spaghetti is like almost like angel hair pasta, which I love, by the way. And then you tell them like what kind of sauce you want. Do you want spinach? Do you want tomatoes? Do you want cheese? Do you want this? Whatever. Like, you go through the aisle, right? On the app, like when you order it, it's much easier because it just is like all done for you, and then you can like add the stuff that you want. Like Alex wanted meatballs, and so it said like grass-fed meatballs. I don't know what that means, but anyway. So I ordered him the meatballs and whatever, and then I don't get any meat in mine, so it's like no grilled item option, and it's like so much easier than when you like actually go there. It's kind of confusing when you go there to the store. So the other day I ordered some of those cannoli chips, and I had like 2 of them, and so they're sitting in the kitchen, so I might have those as a little bit dessert later while I'm watching some of my shows. I don't even know what I was talking about before I got off here to order my piata, but yeah, I'm glad that I get to try one of those breadsticks. I might not even like it. like I said, it's like, I feel like I need to start trying some new foods and some different foods. Not necessarily unhealthy things like a breadstick, but I need to stop being so scared to eat new things, because I'm like so afraid that like if I eat something new, it's going to make me like really, really sick. And so I have like really steered away from like eating anything that I think is going to make me sick, because I just don't want to get sick from it, you know? I don't know where he has planned for, our date tomorrow night, but I know he's like being very concerned about like where I can go eat and things I can eat, because for his birthday next week, we're going with the people that we went to Florida with a couple years ago to Fort Lauderdale. We're going with the couple. It was actually the girl that he's friends with that he went to Zubilation with, and then her husband, and then our other friend, and then I'm not sure if her husband is going or not. Her husband was the one that couldn't go on the trip because he had just been out of town for like a bachelor's party, so that's why he didn't go on the trip for that. But so she's going to dinner, but I don't know if he's going, and then Alex's mom is going to dinner too. And so he was asking me, he was like, where's okay for you to go eat that night that they'll have things that are vegetarian, but also that are like, you know, won't make you sick and whatever. I said, babe, it's your birthday. You pick where you want to go. And he was like, no, like I want to make sure that you can enjoy it too and whatever. And I said, I will find something wherever we go. Don't even worry about it. Like, it's your birthday. I want you to like pick out what you're doing. So he picked like 3 restaurants. Oh, he actually told me today where we have reservations at. He texted me and I don't remember what he said. So my Piata Italian street food has confirmed your order from DoorDash. We'll let you know when your Dasher has picked up your order. It's usually really quick. Where did he tell me? I don't even remember what he told me where we're going to eat. He said it. Oh, I've never even heard of this restaurant that we're going to for his birthday. And then he said he's having dinner on the Saturday with some of these girls downtown that he's friends with. And then next Friday, he is having dinner with, he gives me his list of office dinners. He's having, which is so funny because like Caroline and I always talk about this, because like Caroline's husband is like me, like he hardly goes out and does anything and just sits at home and like watches TV and whatever. And Caroline's like the one, like she goes out to dinner like 3 nights a week with her girlfriends and whatever. And so she was asking me one time, she's like, does it bother you that Alex like goes out to dinner and stuff like that? Because she's like, I sometimes like feel bad, you know, but she's like, but Mike always says that he just loves to sit at home. Like he loves to be at home on the back porch. And whenever I was like, I do not mind at all. Like, in fact, like I love just kind of sitting here and watching TV and whatever. And she's like, okay, good. That makes me feel so much better. Like, I don't feel bad about it. And I'm like, but if I said that it did bother me, would you change and stop going out to dinner? And she's like, probably not, because I love my girls' dinners. I think it's kind of healthy for you guys to do that. Like, I think it's healthy for Alex to go out and have his girls' nights and stuff like that. So anyway, he's doing drinks next Friday, or having dinner and drinks with some girls that he used to work with. So that'll be fun for him. That's kind of like part of his birthday thing too. So he's not really doing a whole lot for his birthday this year. Well, we're going on this trip. I've got to figure out something to get him for his birthday. He asked me, he was like showing me these different things, and he was like, would you want this and would you want that? And I was like, yeah, I would love that. And he was like, now are you sure, because I'm not going to get it for you if you wouldn't use it. I'm like, no, I would love that, right? And which is, I already know what he got me, because like I know that he ordered it, like literally, like he handed me the phone and he showed it to me, and I know that he like literally just like went and ordered it right after that, because it came like 2 days later. I don't know that it came 2 days later, but I know that it came 2 days later, if that makes sense. And so I actually thought it was the thing that I was signing for the other day, but that was from Shein, apparently. He bought all these clothes for our trip from Shein. So he was real excited about it. He tried it all on last night. And but I don't know what to get him for his birthday. And he's like, well, I kind of thought like the trip was my birthday and stuff, since you scheduled all that and planned it all. I was like, well, but I want to get you something for your birthday too. I don't want to do cologne, because he's got like a huge full bottle of the cologne that I bought him for Christmas. So I was kind of thinking of a bag. Like when I bought my bag at Gucci last year, I bought him one for his birthday as well. he has like this camera bag that has like the horse bit on it, and I love that bag. And he really likes the smaller bags, and so I got on Gucci and I was like looking at the different bags, and it wasn't as expensive as the other bags. So I was looking on there, but there really aren't that many that look that different than the bag that he had. I know that he likes the Gucci and the Adidas like crossover that they did, the collaboration that they did, but those bags are really expensive. And the only one that I think that he would really use are like the fanny packs. And I don't even know that he would really use it that much, you know, because they're pretty sporty. And so when he goes out, he wears like a lot of black and things like that. So I don't know that he would wear it going out. Right now, the bag that he's been using a lot is this small camera bag. I know this is all of a sudden driving me crazy. I trimmed my beard last night and shaved and stuff like that, which, by the way, I have to share something with you guys. Hold on a second. What does this text say? Hey Peter, your order has been picked up from Piatta Italian Street Food and your dasher is on the way. Yay! By the way, I just want to say this, that I have for the last couple of years been using what's that called? Not Dollar Shave Club, Shave, oh shoot, the Art of Shaving, shaving cream, and because I shave here and then I shave underneath here, and I love it, right? And I love the smell. The sandalwood is my favorite. The lemon, not so much. The lavender I've used from time to time, and I like that. But the sandalwood is my favorite. And you can get it like in tubes, or you can get it like in a big jar. And I usually get the big jar because it lasts forever. It lasts like 4 months, 5 months. Well, I'm down to the wire on it. And so the last couple times I've shaved, I've had like, a container of Gillette shaving cream that I've been using. You guys, there's a huge difference. I just have to tell you, there is like such a huge difference between me using the Art of Shaving shaving cream, and it goes on so smooth, and I have to tell you, it gives me such a precise shave. I've literally, since I've been using this Gillette the last couple days, I've had to shave like every single day, and I don't know if it's because of the warmer weather or whatever, but like, even in the warmer weather when I was using the Art of Shaving shaving cream, like I didn't have to shave like every day to clean this up. And I feel like it's like the Gillette is not giving me like a clean a shave as the Art of Shaving does. So I've got to order some more of that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Now I can't remember. So I don't know what to get him for his birthday. And I don't want to say to him, because he'll always just like ask me like, do you like this? Or what do you want for your birthday? And then I'll say, and then he turns around and he gets it, which is really nice, right? Like, it's, you know, but like I don't want to say to him like, what do you want for your birthday? And then he shows me 3 pictures and I go out and buy one of them, you know, because there's just like no surprise to that. Alex doesn't really care though. That's the thing. Like, Alex doesn't really care about the surprise factor. He just like, there's things that he wants. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say. The bag that he's using right now was, he had a bunch of points like on his credit card or something. He had enough points to buy 2 bags, actually, because he was going to go back and buy his other one that he liked, and he's like, no, I'm just going to save the points. I don't need to do that. And so when he was in Spain with his mom, he bought this Fendi bag that's like a small camera bag, and it has this like really nice like faux tortoise shell like handles on it on the top, and then it has like a long strap, and he wears it like across like a messenger bag. It's a really beautiful bag. And it has like the F's upside, you know, like one's down here and then one's up here. It's really beautiful, and he loves that bag. So he's been using that bag a lot. And the thing is, like, once you, a while ago I said I really wanted a really nice bag, and I've got like 2 or 3 of them now. And the Gucci bag that I bought last year, which I've shown in some videos and stuff, I literally use that every single day. Like, I've gotten so much wear out of that bag, and it is still in like perfect condition. Like, I love that bag. And look, when I look at other bags online, I'm like, you don't need another bag, you know? Although I know that's what Alex got me. I know he got me his Versace bag because he was showing me these Versace bags, and they were like, because I want a square bag, and it's like, I think it's like a neon yellow or neon orange or something like that, because I said I wanted like a really bright color bag that I could wear like if we went out in Miami or something like that. That I thought that that would be really fun. And so, or like in Las Vegas or something like that, that, you know, I could have like a bright bag and whatever. So he showed me this bag, and I think that's what he got me for my birthday. So I don't know, but I mean, the trip is his birthday, yes, but like, I mean, because it's for both of our birthdays, because our birthdays are 7 days apart, but I want to get him something else too that he can get excited about. I know a lot of couples don't like buy birthday presents and stuff for each other, but we still do. And, you know, Valentine's Day presents and do stuff and gifts and whatever. My eyes are itching. Did I take my allergy medicine today? I feel like I did before my hair appointment. Maybe it's been so long I need it. I feel like around 7 or 8, which it's 7:52, I feel like my eyes start itching again. And in the past, I haven't taken like 2 of my aloe veras in the day. Like, first of all, they're not habit forming and they don't have antihistamines in it or anything like that. It's just literally a tablet that melts on your tongue. But I'm a little hesitant to take 2 of them in a day because I just don't know that then it'll like make me feel more awake, even though it doesn't even have that property in it or whatever. But I feel like I need to start taking allergy medicine at night, because sometimes when I'm out here watching TV and stuff, when Alex is asleep, like my nose is like running like crazy, and I have to have Kleenex and all this kind of stuff. Oh, here's the woman from the Villages. She's riding her little low bike. Watch when she rides by, I'll wave to her. She doesn't ever wave to me. She never says anything to me. And when her husband's at the pool, he's like real friendly, but she doesn't even get out of the van to come and like help him out of the pool. Is she gonna drive by here, or is she gonna drive by the pool? We'll see. Or maybe she'll drive by the pool and then drive by here. Well, if she was gonna drive by here, she would have driven by here already. She'll do a loop down by the pool and then she'll come down here is what she'll do. Which is interesting because she usually, they live down there, she usually comes this way, not this way. I haven't really seen any there's not that many walkers out tonight. It's a beautiful night. The weather that we've had the last couple days, though, I will say, has felt like early fall. Oh, there's a walker right there. She always stops and looks at the garden. She stops and like, I don't know her though. There's all these master gardeners in the neighborhood. I think they walk by each other's houses and they like all like take it in and they like judge each other, you know, based on their master gardening skills. Oh, she's looking at those pink flamingos. That's what she's looking at. Uh-huh. She's passing some judgment. I can tell. The pink flamingos, I do have to say, are kind of like cracking me up a little bit. But I love it. I love every minute of it. I feel like I hear the bike coming. They're like not super tacky, but they're just tacky enough to kind of like piss somebody off. That's what I love about them. The other ones that she has on the ground, she can hardly even see them down there. What is this? Family of rollerbladers or something? Roller skaters? I need to get out of my roller skates and try them again. Roller skates are actually hard. If I see a bunch of kids come by on roller skates, I'm not going to be happy because I wish I could roller skate like that. Like, it's hard. Is this my DoorDash? Well, I'm going to get off here because I don't know if this is my DoorDash or not. So, I'm going to get off here now and go inside and eat my food with my husband. I went longer than I thought I would. I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing, what is today? Wednesday. And if nobody else is, this is my food? This is my food. Before I end this, let me go get my food and then I will be right back to end this. So hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Here's my big piata order. Bringing dinner into the house tonight. What was I gonna say? Oh, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. Did I say Thursday? It's Wednesday. Magically amazing Wednesday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice. You can start your day over. Why can't am I getting caught up on those words? You can start your day over whenever you want. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be cheering them up. You might be making them happier. And you might just be making their day. You don't know. And what you don't know is a lot. And also, be kinder to one another, love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more, because it all starts with you. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.